I scored better after making a cheat sheet is because that whole cheat sheet is displaying in front of my eyes while I was writing the exam. Just like how you see in the Robo movie, how the robot displays the whole screen in front of the actress and she starts writing the exam, the same thing was happening with me. There is no question of forgetting, in fact. Why? Because bulky portion overwhelms us. And when you think, oh my god, I have to remember so much, this is a psychological stress response which actually kicks in fear. This psychological stress response actually worsens the memory and learning more than what you think. Now, this stress response kicks in HPA, which means hypothalamic pituitary adrenaline axis. In simple terms, it starts releasing the cascade of stress response one after the other. Now, let's understand this in three situations. Situation number one. Here, usually you read everything. Do you see the students who will be standing outside the exam hall and revising everything and then get into the exam hall and suddenly they feel like they don't remember anything? They read everything but they don't remember anything. This is because of the main culprit of stress hormones, that is cortisol. When cortisol actually becomes high, it will impairs the hippocampus. I'll explain. Hippocampus is actually a small part in your brain which is responsible for remember everything. And when cortisol becomes more, hippocampus power becomes less. They are inversely proportional. And so you stop remembering everything. You feel like you don't remember anything even if you read everything. The second situation is you suddenly feel like your rational thoughts are blocked. You don't remember anything. You don't know what to do, what to think. You force yourself to recall, but you forget to recall things. You wrote half answer, and the next point you read, you know something is there in your mind, but it's not coming out. It's just there, but you can't get it. You're forcing to recall, but you're unable to recall. This is because of high adrenaline, and you start sweating suddenly. And this is the major indication that there is high adrenaline in your body because of stress that you're taking. And the third situation is when you know everything, you can recall also, in fact, but you're extremely confused. Is this point in second answer or third answer? Where should I actually write this point? This confusion is because of high norepinephrine. Now, all these three situations or categories can come under one major situation or category, and that is cognitive overload. Now, this can be explained in different terms. Hippocampal disruption, prefrontal cortex suppression, amygdala hijack, which simply means that cognitive overload. Now, this cognitive overload is because when most of the students, if we show them the bulky textbook, they just feel like, oh my god, we just can't read this much of portion. Remember, Bhagwan Jane, we can't even complete this book. They feel that. This is a psychological stress response, right? So, how you have to keep a check for this psychological stress response? Because of the cognitive overload, usually the brain tend to escape here. It doesn't want to learn. It, in fact, immediately reacts as if it want to escape. Why this happens? Simple, guys. When there is a lot of stress or alertness in your body because of cortisol or adrenaline, body thinks there is something harmful happening to us and it want to escape immediately. The same kind of reaction is happening inside you when you see a bulky book and think that you can't do it. When you take stress, when you take that cognitive overload, when you feel stressful, you just feel like there's something harmful to me. Your body reacts like it's something harmful to me and I should stop doing it or escape from it. So if you have to put a check to this escape game, then here are the solutions. So the first thing is, whenever you say you can't do this, you can't complete the portion, you can't read or you can't learn, catch yourself when you say you can't. In fact, you don't want to or you don't prefer to. Relax. See, if I give you 100 pages of textbook and ask you to remember only 25 words out of it, you feel light, right? Okay, it's just 25 words out of 100 pages of textbook, then it's fine, you can do it. You just feel immediately, oh, I can do that. It's just 25 words. You feel lightened, right? So that's important. Whenever you feel like you have to remember the whole bulky book or you have to remember the whole thing or whole chapter or whole textbook, just remind yourself or say to yourself that let's break it down, and all I have to remember is my cheat sheet or my running notes, not the whole textbook. You can be intelligent too, but it's just in how smart you try. You don't need to sacrifice anything with smart choices. Just observe. What is it? Just observe. Observation is the key power here. If you have to read the whole thing, or is there any smart way to actually tackle it? So there lies your capability. If you think the perspective shift that I mentioned in this video is actually insightful for you and it's helpful, then don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Means a lot, guys. Show some love. This is me, Rupa, signing off.